Hello, so let's discuss in this module what is a sensor. So as you can see that in the picture there are numerous modules or devices or systems or subsystems. These are called as sensors. So sensor essentially is a device or a unit or a module or a system or a subsystem that converts one form of energy into another. In simple terms, we'll say it is a device that senses or detects or changes in its environment, and accordingly it generates a proportionate output signal. So for example, in this picture, all these modules or devices are light sensors. Light sensor, it means they are going to detect a properties of the light, the optical properties of the light, such as reflection, refraction, refraction index. So whenever there is a changes in these parameters, the sensor will generate a proportionate signal. For example, this is a light dependent resistive sensor. So this is a sensor called as LDR, light dependent resistor. So whenever the light rays falls on its body, the resistance across the two leads of this device changes, it varies. So light falls on the device, the resistance decreases or the increases depending on the sensor is made. There are other sensors also right here. So sensors are the devices. Finally we would conclude it like this: these are the devices that changes or detects its surrounding, such as pressure, vibration, temperature, humidity, and so many other physical parameters, and accordingly it generates an output. The sensors can also be a chemical or biological sensor. For example, some gas sensors are there to detect changes in the gas molecules, ions, etc. They are called as chemical based sensors or simply a gas sensors. Then there are biological sensors used in biomedical applications. Those sensors are used to detect a biological signal changes in the human body, for example, and accordingly they are classified. So coming back to our topic, you have these sensors. These are all optical sensors which works on the principle of optics. Here is, for example, there is this sensor called as IR sensor. So it detects the changes in the infrared region. So we know that the infrared is the kind of signal that falls into the electromagnetic spectrum, and it has a wavelength or it has a frequency range. So whenever there are changes in the infrared properties of the light, it generates an output signal accordingly. Similarly, this is the transistor based sensor. So light falls on the body of this device, accordingly it generates an output. So that was a brief introduction of the sensors. So hope you find this video useful. If you do so, do share with others, and please subscribe to the channel for more engaging and informative contents. Wish you all happy learning.